Two countries on opposite sides of the Pacific. One in Latin America, the other in Southeast Asia. But would you believe they share more than just a love for fiestas and family? Welcome to an in-depth cultural showdown, the Philippines versus Mexico. This is not about which country is better. It's about discovering the amazing similarities and fascinating differences between two nations with intertwined histories, vibrant cultures, and global influence. Whether you're considering travel, retirement, or just love culture, you're in for a treat. Let's get into it. Shared colonial history. Philippines and Mexico both share deep roots in Spanish colonization. For over 250 years, they were connected under the Spanish Empire's rule. In fact, the Philippines was administered via the Viceroyalty of New Spain, modern-day Mexico, through the famous Manila-Acapulco galleon trade that ran from 1565 to 1815. Similarities. Spanish influence heavily shaped religion, language, architecture, surnames, and legal systems. Many Filipino words like mesa, cilia, zapatos, and iglesia came directly from Spanish. Both countries celebrate Catholic holidays with grand parades and fiestas. Differences. Mexico gained independence from Spain in 1821, but the Philippines continued under Spanish rule until 1898. Mexico has since developed strong indigenous identity mixed with Spanish roots, while the Philippines moved from Spanish to American colonization. Expansion. In some ways, Mexico is to Latin America what the Philippines is to Southeast Asia, a cultural melting pot that's proudly Catholic, family-oriented, and warm. The shared colonial path laid foundations that continue to influence music, dance, festivals, and governance. Culture, family, and traditions. Both Filipinos and Mexicans are known for being expressive, emotional, and family-oriented. Shared cultural values. Respect for elders, Filipino mano pa, Mexican beso mano. Extended families often live together or stay very close. Strong emphasis on hospitality and welcoming guests. Celebrations like birthdays, Christmas, and religious fiestas involve food, music, and community. Differences. In the Philippines, traditions like bayanihan, community cooperation, are rooted in indigenous values. In Mexico, the indigenous influence is more visible in Aztec and Mayan rituals, Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, and traditional medicine. Expansion. Both cultures are known for their resilience, creativity, and joy despite economic hardships. You'll find that parties are grand, and there's a love for color, food, and music that binds both peoples across oceans. Religion. Both countries are predominantly Roman Catholic, a legacy of Spanish rule. Similarities. Churches are central to communities. People pray novenas, join processions, and celebrate saints' feast days. Holy Week, Semana Santa, is a huge event in both countries. Differences. Mexico mixes Catholicism with pre-Hispanic rituals. You might see an altar to the Virgin of Guadalupe next to offerings for Aztec deities. In the Philippines, Catholicism often blends with folk beliefs and animism, including anidos, spirits, albulario, folk healers, and hilat, traditional massage. Expansion. Religion plays a massive role in daily life. In both cultures, miracles, divine intervention, and faith-based living are deeply embedded, though the folk influences vary. Food and cuisine. Both countries have rice-based diets and use a lot of pork, chicken, corn, and tropical fruits. Similarities. Heavy use of garlic, onion, tomatoes, and citrus. Love for stews, menudo in Mexico and Filipino menudo, are very similar. Street food culture, tacos versus Isaw, tamales versus suman. Both enjoy sweet desserts made of rice or coconut. Differences. Mexico uses more spices like cumin, oregano, chili, and chocolate. Filipino dishes tend to be sour, vinegar-based, or sweet, banana ketchup, sweet spaghetti. Mexican food is officially recognized by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage. Expansion. In both countries, food is love. It's how people express care. Family gatherings always revolve around food, and both nations are proud of their culinary identities. Language and word similarities. Similarities. Thousands of Spanish loanwords in Filipino. Pronunciation of many Spanish words is retained, though with Filipino or Mexican accents. Shared slang terms. Loco, fiesta, barrio, pobre, amor. Differences. Mexico speaks Spanish as a first language. The Philippines uses Filipino and English. In the Philippines, Spanish faded post-American rule, but is still used in surnames and some legal/religious contexts. Expansion. While you can't walk into a sari-sari store and speak fluent Spanish anymore, you'll still hear echoes of the language in everyday Filipino. And Mexicans traveling to the Philippines often feel a strange familiarity when they see words like escuela, mesa, or puwid. Beaches and natural beauty. Philippines. Over 7,000 islands with pristine beaches like El Nido, Boracay, and Siargao. Diverse marine life for diving and snorkeling. Frequent typhoons but unmatched tropical scenery. Mexico. Caribbean coastlines in Cancun, Tulum, Playa del Carmen. Pacific coast gems like Puerto Vallarta and Oaxaca. More accessible from the US and Canada. Expansion. Both are tropical paradises in their own right. If you're into surfing, Mexico's west coast has great waves. If diving is your thing, the Philippines' reefs are world-class. Both countries are top retirement and travel spots because of their natural beauty, the people and hospitality. Similarities. Warm, friendly, and emotional. Quick to laugh, smile, and include strangers. Deeply family-centered and loyal. Differences. Mexicans tend to be more direct. Filipinos are more indirect and avoid confrontation. In Mexico, personal space is smaller. In the Philippines, people may be more reserved at first. Expansion. Both nations are known for their legendary hospitality. Guests are treated like family, and many expats in both countries comment on how easy it is to make local friends and how the people are the number one reason they stay. Music and dance. Philippines. Kundiman, OPM, original Filipino music, K-pop influences, karaoke culture. Dances like tinakling and carinosa. Mexico. Mariachi, ranchera, cumbia, reggaeton. Dances like jarabe tapatio, Mexican hat dance, salsa, and Aztec rituals. Expansion. Both nations use music to tell stories, express identity, and build community. Whether it's a karaoke night in Manila or a mariachi band in Guadalajara, music is life. Education systems. Philippines. 13-year K-12 system. Classes often taught in English. Focus on nursing, engineering, IT due to overseas work demand. Mexico. 12-year basic education. Classes taught in Spanish. Increasing focus on tech, trade, and agriculture. Expansion. Both countries face challenges with rural education access, but strong student populations are becoming global professionals. The Philippines produces many overseas nurses. Mexico produces engineers and skilled laborers. Migration, retirement, and expat life. Philippines. Through our via retirement visa. Cost of living is low outside Manila. English is widely spoken, making transition easier. Mexico. Residency through pension or savings. Closer to North America. Spanish needed in rural areas. Expansion. Retirees from the West are flocking to both countries. The Philippines offers low-cost healthcare, especially in Cebu and Davao. Mexico's appeal is in its proximity and vibrant expat communities. Politics and corruption. Similarities. Struggles with corruption, political dynasties, and bureaucracy. Grassroots activism is strong. Frequent protests and people's movements. Differences. Mexico's politics are deeply influenced by U.S. trade and border relations. The Philippines' politics often revolve around personalities, not platforms. Expansion. Both democracies have made progress but continue to battle internal inequalities, slow bureaucracy, and lack of infrastructure. Health and lifestyle. Philippines. Private healthcare is high quality, but public hospitals can be crowded. More cases of lifestyle diseases due to sugary foods, smoking, and sedentary jobs. Mexico. Universal healthcare under MSS, but bureaucracy slows access. Similar issues with diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. Expansion. Both countries are seeing a rise in wellness awareness. Yoga studios, vegan cafes, and fitness centers are growing in major cities, but the rural areas still face health education gaps. So, what do you think? Two nations on different continents but tied by culture, history, and humanity. Whether you're planning to travel, live, or just learn, the Philippines and Mexico are more alike than different in many ways. From religion to food, from fiestas to family, they share the heartbeat of tradition. So where would you rather live or travel? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dive content like this. Salamat and gracias.